time to go wake him up. Let's do it!
Every verse is like a condiment to life. I relish in the moment for the one who paid the price. Took the sweet with the sour just for us to be alive. I played John and prepare for him to re-arrive. That's what I do. That's who I am. Before you take your seats, I got more things to hand. Tiger planted the seed, Walter began to feed. Eris watered the need, Mark produced leaves. Green, he let it breathe. Christian shot the seams. You see him before you seen it when it was all a dream. No biggie, whether late or you early. I've been cooking in the kitchen, so it's happening, I'm surely thankful to the individuals who let me take seat in their mental living room and feed them food for thought. This is art that I'm giving you. Begin expressing now, cause honoring words aloud reassures motivation easily rises somehow. And so from here forth, I give credit to where it's due, and that credit is yours. Round of applause.
What's up, world? My name's Damon Mackin. You know, I like to document life. They call it filmmaker, photographer. I just call myself a documentarian. That's what we do, document life. You know, when I picked up the camera, man, I was going through a identity crisis, man. I just got sports taken away from me. I was playing sports for time, and so I was kind of looking for myself. I know we all probably felt like this sometimes when you're talking to people. It's like they don't understand what you're saying. So when I picked up the camera, it was like my way of being like multilingual, multicultural, bilingual, and just showing people what I was saying by showing pictures and videos and things like that. So that's why I call myself a documentarian, because I document the things that are around me, so it can be understood or conveyed or portrayed by the world. What I really, you know, my dream life would be a world united, understanding each other by having conversation with the different types of people, from different type of facets, ideologies in this world, like a world full of unity, you know what I'm saying? Because like we live in this world, but this world ain't for us. You know, if we all die, this world gonna keep going, you know what I'm saying? Nature gonna take over. So my dream is for the world to connect and become, you know, united, so we can save this world, you know, because I want children, you know what I'm saying? I want them to have children. I want this world to keep spinning, but you know how humans can be when we all in there for ourselves. That's what's causing this world's demise. Yes, sir. That's kind of what gave me this mindset, man, because I was in a very limited mindset when before I went to college. I came from a small town, Frederick, Maryland, and I was just used to being around like-minded people, people who thought like me. So there wasn't really much room for growth, even though I did hang out with a diverse group in high school. It wasn't until I traveled to England in college when I hung around people from different like cultures. I hung out with a dude from Lebanon. I don't even know what Lebanon looks like. A dude from Zimbabwe, Uganda, a lady from Jamaica, all like in one household. So that made me realize how vast and big this world is and how small my mind was, and it just expanded it. So I feel like if everybody can at least talk with somebody from a different culture or from a different walk of life, it'll expand your mind like vastly, and it'll help you become a better you for this world. That's what it starts with, you just becoming a better you. I went to fucking Winchester, United Kingdom, which is like, if it's an equivalent of the U.S., it's like Winchester, Virginia, where we went to school, but fucking rich as hell, you know? Like, there's still country, there's farm, agriculture, but these motherfuckers got bread. I'm talking about, I was walking down to the market, and I saw Porsches and all that, you know what I'm saying? So I got those cobblestone roads. That was where, I think like King Arthur and them, that was where their first castle was. They got the castle and all that there. So from there, I got to travel to Spain, then I got to travel to Amsterdam, and then a few months later, I traveled to South Korea, which was a completely different culture shock. Like, at least in the United Kingdom, you know, they speak English and all that. So it's just like, and you got to realize when it comes to history, like the United States, it's just the United Kingdom, but if you get what I'm saying, like, you know, we all know how America was founded. So that wasn't really much of a culture shock until I traveled to places like I couldn't speak their language, like Spain, Amsterdam, and then Korea really set it off, because Korea is a very homogeneous community. Like, everybody looks the same and all that. So when you walking out there, they looking at you like you a superstar. You know what I'm saying? And so I was blessed to have the opportunity through academics, and of course the camera is what led me out there, because they needed me to do the marketing for the trip. So it's just like the cameras just fucking opened my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, it saved my life, honestly. Whew. Damn, that's a great question. Oh, I would have to say the United Kingdom had the best food because, you know, if you think about it, you know, they got like the Jamaican spots, then they got the, you know, they call them Asians, but the Indian spots, and then, you know, they got a whole bunch of different cultures like in one block. Like I went to this city called Birmingham, and it's a lot like Baltimore, Maryland, and like you had chicken spots, and you can go get some, you know, just some authentic Jamaican food, you know, some authentic African food. It's just, so I gotta say the United Kingdom because in Asia they eat some weird shit. Like we was having this thing called kimchi for breakfast, and that shit is a pickled cabbage. I mean, it was good at first, but you having it for breakfast, lunch, dinner, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I'm just like, son, I don't even want to smell this shit anymore. And it was eating some weird stuff, like he was eating eggs of animals unknown. So it's just, that's what, like, yo, these different cultures, like, this is their way of living. They probably come over here like, yo, y'all weird for doing this. So that's what it's like, damn, this world is huge. Yes, I keep in touch with one dude. His name's Nathan, and that was my dog, man. He's from Uganda. So yeah, and he's came from the mud for real deal. Like you talking about Arms of the Angels commercial type. That's where he came from, and to see him in this, you know, developing country out there. I met him in college, so he was trying to better himself. This man was a cheerleader, played volleyball. I'm talking about doing backflips and all type of crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? And you wouldn't know the type of pain he went through by the way he carried himself. So he inspired me, you know what I'm saying? Now he got a baby, you know what I'm saying, with his girl, D. Now it's the Jamaican woman that we used to hang out with, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's my boy, and he funny as shit. You know, he only person I keep in touch with right now. I hate thinking that far because it kind of stresses me out. You know, I kind of got into this mindset of taking life day at a time, because I can think 5 years from now, but my life can be taken tomorrow. So I try to just appreciate every day I have. And so hopefully if I, you know, can have things my way in 5 years, fucking won't be where I'm at today. You know, that's like the least I can say. Honestly, I don't know. I'm just kind of going where the wind takes me, you know, and wherever my passion takes me. Hopefully if that's a career in the film industry, God bless. If it's, you know, being a father, put that on myself, but God bless. You know, to see myself in 5 years, I want to see myself in a position to help, you know, the less fortunate, you know. Particularly, my heart goes out to the single mothers, man, because, you know, that's who raised me. And I'm just like, when I look at some of my friends who was raised by, you know, the same, it's just like, son, I was very fortunate to have the mother that I had who made sacrifices that I didn't understand until now. And so I want to be in a position in 5 years to, you know, help people out, like seriously help people out, like change their lives. That's what I want to be in 5 years, whatever that looks like. I don't know. That's why I'm taking it day at a time. You know, these moments really dictate what 5 years is gonna look like. So I don't know. Hey, this is such like a weird period of time in our life. Like, we understand we're living through history. Like, and this is so weird because at the beginning of quarantine, it all felt normal to me.
Birds is chirping, but they ain't really chirping right now. They probably taking a nap or something. But I know if I was a bird, I'd be out there. Tweet, 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 tweet.
And then my waves turned into a fucking fro, and then that's when it started getting real. It's like, yo, I realized how privileged we were, and the privilege of actually having a job. When I had a job at the time, I was working at a factory when all this stuff went down. So I was like, yo, my job's secured. But it was a temporary job, and things started going to normal. So they cut me, and I was like, all right, it's cool. I'm gonna find another factory job. Week go by. All right, this cool. I'm gonna find another one. Another week go by. All right, maybe I won't find another one. So I start panicking. So I start stressing. And like everybody else during this time when your privileges and your liberties are taken away. So that's what led me into expressing my creativity, because like a wise person told me, I can't remember, but it was like the best way to get out of a dark place is to be creative. And whether that's writing, drawing, if you do poetry, spoken word, if you're just creative, that can help you get out of a dark place. Well, thank God he gave me this talent to use a camera, and my camera just been sitting there collecting dust. And I watched this movie called The Florida Project, and it was beautifully shot. Like, that's where I got the style from, the movie that I made, The Quarantine Project, from The Florida Project, and hence homage to the name. And so I was just like, man, let's pick up this camera and just do something, you know? Like, these are my options. Go to work, come home, go to work, come home, go get something to eat, go to the grocery store. That was like my 3 options. So I was like, okay, I got something to make a movie with. And so from watching Netflix all fucking day to realizing that I can do something during this time to better myself, that's what quarantine led me. Quarantine led me to get deep and dark, and from the darkness, a light came out. And thank God that I had the camera with me. So, yeah. Being the son of a star, man, we trying to go to the moon with it. So, by God willing, trying to see it on some type of platform that can be spread to the world, the masses, not just, my folks and the people that I know. We going for Amazon, maybe Amazon can lead us to something bigger, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we can start our own platform, who knows? But I'm trying to touch the moon, trying to get a slice of that cheese, you know what I'm saying? So the Quarantine Project is just what it is. It's a project that came out of inspiration during quarantine that highlights my daily routines that can probably be, that someone else watching it, they can feel it, because we're pretty much going through the same thing. Some of us don't have jobs, some of us have jobs. We all gotta go to the grocery store, and you always gotta find a way to keep yourself healthy during this time, whether that be exercising, reading, being creative. So it's just like kind of a movie about how my day's been going and trying to, reciprocate it with everybody else whose days probably look the same. And so that's basically what it is, man. It's just literally a day in the life. Literally. And I try to make it cinematic. And so that's what it was. Like, just got the camera, just use one camera, one tripod, one lens, and one little shotgun mic, set it up, and just let my mind go wild, So that's what it is, man. And that shit saved my life too, because it brought back the creative energy in my spirits, man. What's next, man? Like, from here, like, I set a trail ablaze, man. Like, I'm trying to get back into traveling to different places, talking to different peoples. I have this documentary coming up with my boys and my lady from back home. They did this food truck festival called the Frederick Food Truck Festival. It was the first of its kind in the city. Record-breaking, blue numbers, you know what I'm saying? It was iconic, man. And then, I work with this group right here. This is my boys' clothing line, Lorenzo Nichols. That's called Icon Nation. And so I do their video marketing work when they have events, so stay with them, try to uplift their brand. And then, work with my boys from 1M Digital. God bless them for, just kind of adding more fuel to my fire, helping me expand my mind from the different types of personalities and perspectives that they have. And then, we're just gonna keep it going, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the wind takes me, but wherever I want to go too, So, and I got my homeboy, he raps, and he just made this beautiful song about reflecting on the madness that's going on during this quarantine of, like, Ahmaud Arbery, and then the young lady who just got reported. They ran up in her house because they had like a drug warrant, but it was the wrong house, and gave her 8, So he had made a song around that. So we're gonna try to, uplift them through the art, because you often, I don't know if this is like where everybody else, but you see this and you hear this and you're like, damn, this is fucked up. I want to help. What can I do? Do I go out there, picket and protest like back in the days? Then someone told me it's like the best thing you can do is better yourself and use your talents to help. And so I was blessed with this ability to make visual art. So that's what we're going to do, just collab with people who want to help and shed light and immortalize these people, and just let them know their life ain't taken for granted. Because shit's wild, man. That's why I say I try to take it day by day, because you just never know when your day's going to be, and we don't plan that shit, so that's the fucked up part about it. Gotta fund the dream, so I gotta get a job. But God willing, man, like, shit, I don't want a job. So if I'm taking this time during quarantine where we're pushing this movie, we're making merch, we're pushing the brand, and I don't have to have a job, I'm not gonna get one. But if I need one after this quarantine, after all the benefits and all that run out, I'm gonna have to get it. But I'm gonna continue this trailblazing trail I'm on to document life and just do what I love to do. I joined the fucking Air Force, so that's that. So I've been in the delayed entry program for like a few months now, and I probably won't ship out until 2021 because I got the opportunity to do a journalism job with the Air Force. So I continue to do what I do while financing the dream, and it allows you to travel, meet different types of people, and also set up a future for my kids to come, so they won't have to pay for college, because I ain't going back to school. that's like in the year to come. So for right now, I'm gonna take advantage of my freedom and start trailblazing. But even when I'm in, I find ways around it. I know people who are in the military, who are real estate moguls, who still do fitness. You know what I'm saying? Do YouTube and all that. So it's just I'm gonna chase the dream, man. You know. I want to inspire people to create whatever that looks like. My future aspirations is to uplift the person who may have felt like their dream is belittled by the competition because they're comparing themselves to someone else. So getting people who are aspiring, who may not give themselves a chance because they limit their beliefs. That's my goal, to just uplift creatives, particularly in our community. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole world loves our culture, but the whole world don't love us. So that's something I had to slowly learn. Something I had to slowly understand. And I understand not everyone's a bad human being. But it's your boy Damon Mackin, aka Mac. I'm here with One in Digital. You can follow me on Instagram. That's the only thing that I have at Damon DAMON.Mackin MACKIN. And that's Mac for a fact, and we out, baby. Rap!